of this video, and I'm filming it the next day because I did not get home until 2 in the morning, but that's okay. Well, it wasn't 2 in the morning, it was 1 in the morning, and I went to sleep at like 2 in the morning, I think. So this concert went really good, and I think I might put this before the rest of the video because, like I said, this went in a direction I would say that I didn't expect, but that would be a lie. Because like a week or two ago, I had a dream about this concert, about meeting Marc Anthony and whatever, and I didn't say anything in the other video because I was like, I don't want to jinx it, I don't want to do whatever. And the whole day going to this show, I was like, I don't care whatever happens, this is gonna be good, this is gonna be good, this is gonna be good. Like, that's what I was thinking the whole time going into this. And like you can see in my videos, like leading up to going there, I was like, everything kept falling into place like it needed to fall into place. Like from me getting there extremely early to me finding like little posters and little things at all the little restaurants they had, and then they were playing Marc Anthony songs at all the restaurants, of course, probably because he was going to perform there. And then I found like these flyers and whatnot, and I was like telling my mom, I'm like, this is gonna go really good. And then when I got inside of the concert, I think I forgot to say this whole time that I got to meet Marc Anthony after his concert. I think I forgot to say that in this whole entire thing. Anyways, I got to meet Marc Anthony, but unfortunately, the video got cut, so there's no footage of it. But I got to meet him and I got to meet his wife, and they were both really nice. And I was just like, oh wow, like, you know what I mean? And the funny thing is, like, while I was there, I was really, you know, calm, cool, collected. You know me, I was like, thank you. And I got like to dance with him, which I thought was really nice. And it's nice because he didn't have to take the time to do that. Like, he didn't have to take the time to read my sign. He didn't have to take the time to give me a hug and get to know my name and all that stuff. But he did, and that's really nice. And he was just like, thank you for coming to the show, stuff like that. And his wife was asking me if I enjoyed the show, things like that. And I was like, yes, I enjoyed the show. It was very fun, things like that. And I had a jolly good time, so yeah. Hello, so today I'm making a video that is going to be about me going to my first concert ever. Now, I am going to a Marc Anthony concert, and I've been waiting a long time to go to this. Yeah, so right now it is 9 in the morning, and it doesn't start until 8 at night. But the reason I'm getting ready early and I'm gonna go down there early is because it's like 4 cities away, so there's a ways away drive to get there. And I'm like, literally, when I lived there was no concerts. But the second I move away now, all these concerts. Anyways, that's not the point. So I bought these tickets back in November when they first announced this tour. And yeah. So I've been waiting to go to this. Now, I did read some reviews, some things to expect. Like, people said that there's gonna be like an hour or so wait, so at least I know that I'm expecting a wait. And then like there's a comedian or something, and then I guess basically they get into the show. So yeah. So the reason I chose to go to this show is because, well, if you know me, I always say this, but if you know me, then you know I like any kind of music, all kinds of music. My channel is basically about music. And a couple of months ago, like, I will put people on my like list and rotation, like actors, singers, songwriters, to eventually get around to looking into their back catalog, stuff like that. And Marc Anthony had been on my list for a few years, probably like 5 or 6 years. And I don't know what happened, but one day I went to go watch a movie that he was in, and then I fell completely down a rabbit hole. And here we are. So I'm like, I bought these tickets. Yeah, so I will give updates when I am there. I also forgot to say, I'm not gonna wear this, obviously. This is not what I'm wearing, but I'm wearing this because it's 2 degrees outside. Like, it's literally snowing, and it should not be snowing here because it's the middle of the desert, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways, I shall return when I am ready. Alrighty, so this is my final outfit. I have on this red flower because it goes with the salsa theme, in my opinion. I have this red shirt and these pants. Now, I do have a more risque shirt on under here, but that's for me, mine eyes and mine eyes only. And I have this teeny tiny perfume that I have been looking for months because I went on a trip and I couldn't find it. But just yesterday when I was looking for something completely different, I found it and I was like, oh wow, maybe I was meant to find it again for this event. So this is my outfit, so yeah.
At the radio station. You guys, it's caller number 18.
First concert, Marc Anthony. And you're about to meet him. And give him big hugs. All right, ready? He's on his way, ladies and gentlemen. The wait. Ooh.
We met Marc Anthony, and the world will never know because the video messed up. Are you serious? This concert was really good. Like I said, people complained, but the complaints were so unnecessary. Like, the reviews were so unnecessary because I'm like, I don't know what these people are complaining about. Like, this show was really good. The songs were good. Everything sounded good. Now, I was really, really close to the stage. But yeah, the music was really, really good. Everybody played really good. And what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, there was like 3 or 4 different times, like, where I got like a wave or something like that. But because I'm slow, I was not recording that. I'm like, you know what? I'm so perturbed. Like, my acknowledgements, none of them I got, like, personally I filmed. So I'm so annoyed by that. Like, maybe in the other videos that other people post, I'll find like the little clips of him saying something to me. But I don't know. So I'm like, ah. But anyways, yeah, it was really, really fun. I liked the little VIP lounge. I liked the little tables. It was really, really cute because I've been to like little like events and like galas, however you want to say it, type things, and it reminded me kind of that, like those kind of fancy little events, because I've been to a lot of like science awards events, and that kind of reminded me of how they set up those little events, and I thought that was really, really cool. Like, the whole theme of the lounge was really nice, and you could just sit there and kind of, you know, have a good time in the lounge until the show eventually gets to the start. And they had music in there, and they had little drinks. They so I got a tequila sunrise, and my mom also got the same thing. And what's funny is they were like, how old are you? And I was like, nobody ever believes me when I tell them that I am indeed of age. Like, people think I'm like 14, and I don't know why. Like, please believe me, I am of legal age, please. Like, and I'm like, I don't know if that's because a lot of teenagers nowadays try to dress like way older than they are, but I don't know. People have told me that I look 16 or 17, and I'm like, please, no. I am not a child. I am thoroughly of age. Thank you very much. Anyways, but yeah, so that was really, really fun. Exceeded expectations, 12 out of 10, quality content. Like, I cannot. And yeah, so now that I have done that, I want to list my top 10. I do this for everybody, but I waited specifically for the Marc Anthony one because I knew I was going to the concert. Like I said, I kind of sort of thought that I would meet him, but I didn't 1000% know. So I was like, I'm not going to say anything. But like I said, my dreams don't lie. Like, ever since I was younger, I have always had dreams of things happening. And every single dream that I have had, things have happened from the dreams. And I was like, see? The dreams don't lie. So, anywho's, yeah, so now I want to get into my top 10 favorite Marc Anthony songs. But before I do that, I do want to say I want to kick myself in the face because I forgot that I was going to ask him to sign my little sign or like sign my hand or something, but I forgot and I didn't have a marker anyway, so oh well. And I was also going to ask him if I could have one of their drinks. They're like Oka energy drinks, but I've been looking for those for like 4,000 years, and I have not found them in a single store. So I don't know where they sell these at, but I have not found one. And I was annoyed because I wanted like the guava one and like the prickly pear one, because those two flavors are quality flavors. I have not found them anywhere on the planet, and I don't understand. And then like the thing that annoys me is when I get excited, I have this little turkey voice, and I get that from my mom because she's like, and I'm like this little but that's why I try to calm my excitement when I do things, because I don't want to be like, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. So yeah, inconclusive conclusivities. I had a really, really good time. And yeah, so if you want to go to a Marc Anthony show, you should go because he was really, really nice. And yeah, 12 out of 10 quality content, interaction, nothing else I can say. It's just, it is what it is. The best thing in the universe. So for that, I say thank you to everybody who was there and everybody who helped me, everybody who was like, yay, you're gonna get to meet him, blah, 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 blah. All the fans who were saying like, hold up the sign, the people who were filming and all that stuff. Because everybody there was so nice. There were such good vibes there. Like, you cannot ask for, actually, this has nothing to do with Marc Anthony or the people inside the concert, but when I was leaving the concert, somebody hit my car, and then, so I'm like, because you hit my car, I'm gonna hit your car back, and he was like, you didn't have to hit my car, it was a mistake, and I'm like, okay, but you didn't have to hit mine first. You didn't have to do that. That was so unnecessary. But that man had nothing to do with anything else. He was just being stupid and hit the car because the parking lot is filled with people. I don't know what you expect. That's why I got there like 2 and 3 hours early, because I did not want to be stuck in that crowd rush of trying to get in the parking lot when there's 10,000 other people. Like, I got there, I kid you not, the event did not start, like the concert didn't start till like 9:45, but I already knew that because I knew it was going to start a little bit late, but it really wasn't that late. Like, anyways, I knew it was going to start later in the day, but I got there at like 2 just because I wanted to wait outside because I've never been to a concert before, and I was like, if a line happens, I don't want to be stuck in that line, and when the VIP thing happens, I want to be first. Like, I want to be first. And the security saw me waiting outside, and they were like, we're gonna tell Marc that you've been standing out here, or like that you have a sign and all that. And I was like, okay. And I was like, I don't know, I don't want to say I didn't believe, but like my mom was like, oh, that's nice, they told him and everything, and I was like, oh really? Wow. So yes, I was standing out there, and I was the first person out there, and then some other people started slowly shuffling along, and I met some really, really nice people, so I thought that was really cool. And yeah, anywho, without further ado, let me get into my top 10 Marc Anthony songs. Now this is a specifically curated list, and really it's mostly older songs, but that's okay. I like it. And you guys are going to have to deal. Anywho, I don't know what songs I want to put. Number 10 is the song Make It With You. This is a really good song, and I like it because if you know me, I always say that, but if you know me, you know that I love cover songs. I've said that before in a lot of my different videos, and as you know me, my favorite movie of all time is Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, which is a movie of covers, and I just really appreciate cover songs. And like David Bowie's Pinups album, quality content, I love covers, and I think this was a really good cover. The song Make It With You is really, really good. So yeah. I wanna make it with you. The next song, number 9, is Give Me Some More off of the Payavoy album because it's really, really good. And I really love that song. It's just, it has a good beat, and I think it sounds kind of like the song Pete Rodriguez's I Like It. I like it like that. I think that's a really good song, and I think it kind of gives that old school, you know, vibe, just the beat and everything, so that's why it is number 9. You know I want it, give me some more, 'cause I need it. Number 8 is the song Parecen Mentira, because this is a good song, and because it's in Carlito's Way, and I didn't know, like, it's so funny because I did not even make that connection to Marc Anthony being in Carlito's Way when I named my dog Carlito, which is hilarious to me because I was like, wait a minute. So then I went back and watched it and was like, you were in this the whole time? Like, and it's just funny because my dog is called Carlito and this song is in Carlito's Way. So that's why it is number 9, I believe. I think. I'm not 1000% sure, but I think so. I think I said number 9 or 8. I don't know. My brain is not working. Anyways. Number 7, I think, 8 or 7 is Se Me Sigue Olvidando, because this is a really, really good song. And I'm like, this song deserves more credit and it needs to be performed more. Like, I don't understand. Like, maybe it's a complicated song and nobody has time for that, to be doing all these complicated rhythmic changes and stuff, because it does have a lot of musical sections, and maybe they just kind of want to go with not necessarily easy songs, but just songs that you can quickly get through and you can kind of change and they can easily transition into one another. Because this song is kind of like its own little thing. It's like once you start it, it just goes and goes and goes. So I understand not wanting to sit there for 10 minutes and because nobody has time for that. Like, but it's really, really good. So yeah. Number 6, I think, is Palabras del Alma, because it's a good song. And yeah, and that's the thing too that I want to say is really funny, and I know everybody always says that, but like a lot of songs in Spanish, which is just any songs in general in a lot of different languages. It's funny because a lot of songs in Spanish are the opposite of songs in English, because songs in English will have like a depressing beat, but the song is happy, but the words mean it's happy, but like the song's actual sound, the instrumental, is very depressing. Whereas I noticed in a lot of songs that are in Spanish, the beat is like absolute killing the game, absolute complete fire. Like you're dancing, you're doing backflips off the ceiling. It's so good. You're like do 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 do. But then when you listen to the lyrics, you're like, this is actually kind of depressing. Like you're like, low key, this is about to be my 13th reason. Like, what are these songs? These are low key. Like my God, some of these are kind of. The next song, which is number 5, is Si Tú No Te Fueras, because this is a good song and nobody talks about it. It's underrated. It needs to be, like I said, this song is really, really good. And I just love the ending, even though it's kind of a depressing song, because it's like forlorn, like leaving. It's like you left and stuff like that, and it's like kind of depressing. It's like, why'd you have to leave, basically. But it's still a good song. And like the beat, quality content. Like I cannot express enough quality content. The next song, which is number 4, is the song Mi Gente from the El Cantante soundtrack, because it's a really, really good song. But for me, this version of Mi Gente is really, really good, and I think it's the word, I don't know what you call it, just the way the words are done in this version of the song is really good to me. So I'll explain. Like, I'll try to put in the clip of what I'm talking about and make it make sense, though it's not gonna make sense. Now we get on to number 2, I believe. Anyways, the second song is If I Had the Opportunity, because I love this song. And I think it's so good how towards the end of the song it kind of gets a little jazzy. And I'm just like complete flame emoji of a song. Like, it's really, really good. And I love it. It's so good. So good. And it's just like, I don't know, I just like it. I think it goes really good with the whole completely 90s, but it's really good, like the house music thing. And there just needs to be more house music in general, because like that genre did not go where it needed to go, because I feel like it just should have went into the stratosphere. Like house music did kind of go into the stratosphere, but like it needs to make a comeback because it's really good.
para que
And the number one song is Vieja Mesa, because this is a good song. And I love how it transitions. Now, obviously, a lot of the songs are like this. They start out slow, but then they kind of transition and they get into that fast little salsa beat. And it's very just good. The transition is good. All of these songs have good transitions. All of them, from the slow part to the fast part, are very, very good. You know what I mean? Instrumentals, quality content. Everything is good from the top to the bottom of the song. Like, it's just, and it's like when I break down songs in my mind, I take it piece by piece, like dissecting each instrument, listening to each instrument. That's why I think I dance very strangely, because I'm dancing like to each individual little part of the song. Thoroughly immersed in the song. But yeah, so those are my top 10 Marc Anthony songs. That was my experience going to the Marc Anthony concert. I think it was really fun. So yeah, that was kind of quality. That was a highlight. That was something really, really good. That's something I'm gonna remember. That was fun for me. So yeah, so I thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.